What's good? It's me, Tim Keys, and today I'm here to show you some plugins from DNA Labs. The reason I want to talk about these is because right now, as of today, 4/14/2022, these rack extensions are on sale. I don't know how long they will remain that way, but you can get them all for a good price. You can get Hydro Nexius Helium Quad for $9.99 a pop, and you can get Glacis hybrid wave synthesizer for about 15 bucks. In my opinion, these are really good deals if you are someone who wants access to quick modern sounds, especially if you are into the urban music space. Right now I got Helium 2 pulled up, and it is a rompler with some more in-depth synth capabilities. I like this one because it kind of lets you go into the architecture a little bit. As you can see here, you have oscillator 1, 2, and then oscillator 3 and 4, and you can pick different sounds, each of them, basic waveforms. There's quite a bit under the hood. Pardon me. One thing I like about a good rompler is a lot of the work is already done for you in terms of creating the music and whatnot, so you can just get going on making the music. And this has got some good sounds. So I can already hear a song, like I already got an idea just from that patch. It's a really good patch. Let's see, we got Atlantis piano. I messed that up. Yep. Let's pull out another one. Yep, those are the piano patches. I'm not going to go through every detail of this sound of this rack extension just because it's a lot there. These particular rack extensions come with a lot of sounds packed into them. And what's nice about it is this one in particular has very much a middle of the road approach to it, as it allows you to pick your waveforms, and you can implement some filtering, low pass, high pass, comb. So you get some flexibility there. Again, you got two sides to work with. You have your reverb, your delay. You can adjust the settings up here. You have your LFOs, 4 LFOs to work with, 4 envelopes to work with. So yeah, there's a lot going on here, but it's all in pretty much a streamlined interface. Let's see what we got here for some leads. I'm wondering where that noise is coming from. Let's see, we have clarity, we have warmth, we have body. Let's see. Let's go for one more. Church waves, of course. I don't know what's giving it that muffled sound. I like it, but I wouldn't know what to do if I wanted to take it off. But yeah, there's some sounds in here that's definitely ready to go. That's one thing about a rompler that I can appreciate. You don't have to do a lot of work if you just want certain sounds. You just want to get busy. And this is definitely geared towards trap sound. So now I got Nexius pulled up, and this was one of the first rack extensions from DNA Labs. And when it first came out, like it very much looked like the original GUI from Parsec. Like they just took the front frame and shifted some knobs around, and boom, there it was. But the nice thing about this one, again, it being a rompler, you have a lot of different patches to work with. There's a lot in this device. And in some cases, this saves you from having to build your own combinator with those effects already pre-routed in a certain way because it's already done for you. Filter, low pass, off comb. Here you have all the different waveforms that you could choose, and again, there's a lot under the hood. I think this one has a lot more options that it's going to give you. I forgot how many different waveforms he utilizes, and this one is the update because it was initially Nexius 1, and this is version 2. This has been out for a couple years now. Let's see. I can't think of anything. I can hear it, but I don't feel like humming out notes. Access TI leads, let's see. See how well it's been sampled. Yep. All right. So just be aware. Once you go up so many octaves, come on the higher registers. But as you get higher up on the registers, you won't hear the sample playback. So I think that's C3, C4, C5, C6. And after C6, that's it. It won't go up past C6. And that just could be very well how the synthesizer was sampled. More than likely, when you're doing romplers, if you don't use a lot of multi-samples, and when you're using your source material, you don't spread those out throughout the whole keyboard and, sample a couple of notes per octave and you're just using one to cover the whole space, then yeah, you might run into issues of, it won't cover the entire keyboard. That's only going to matter if you're someone that uses all 88 keys on your keyboard when you're making stuff. If not, just don't go past C6. See what else we got here. I mean, I could stay in Hybrid Ghost Lead. I mean, that's all day. Hydro Serum Lead. These sound really good in my opinion. Like the sounds. Trinity Lead. I wonder if he got that right off the Trinity. It sounds really good. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Analog harmonic distortion. Got some fuzz. Got some scream. Oh yeah. I would say even if you're not into trap music, I can see this being used for EDM. This is nice. And yeah, it's only $9.99. I would get this because it's definitely worth more than $9.99. All right, I'm gonna get off of that. I'm gonna pull up Aqueous X4 workstation ROM. I've had this one for a while, and yeah, it's really good. I just gotta wait on it to load up. Creator of Shadows. Let's see. Yeah. Again, this is another rompler. The only drawback I would say with some of these is like you definitely want to take your time to sit down and go through all of these. Some of the knobs are very small and the GUI could be a little hard to read. I could just be getting old too. That's part of it. But there's a lot here in terms of how you want to set up shop. Changing it from digital to analog in terms of the oscillator type. Up here in the upper left hand corner, you got a pinch envelope amount, LFO amount. I wish these were a smidge bigger. Oh yeah. But again, one thing I like about this is you don't have to do a lot of work. You got your air crossfade. It sounds really good. Yeah, that sounds really good. I could stay on that patch. Let's see what we got here. Piano. Turn that down. Now, if I wanted to go here, you have 4 different slots that you can use. Pick different different waveform. So you can do some adjustments here in terms of your waveforms. Again, so there's some flexibility in here. Like it's a rompler, but it's not just a rompler because you can select the waveforms. They give you a certain amount of waveforms that you can pick, and then from there you can go to work and adjust those as you prefer. And then you can work on the panning, the volume, semitones, the synths for each of these 4 different sounds. And you can adjust the amplitude envelope for each one. Yeah, this is well thought out. I really enjoy this particular unit. I've had it for a while, and plugins like these are the reason I have not purchased a Nexus. No diss to the creators of Nexus, but when you got guys from DNA Labs coming through with products like these, it's like, yep, I can hold off on that. It's just a little bit longer because this will get me about 90 to 100% of the way there. All right, lastly, we got Glacius Wave Hybrid Wave Synthesizer. I'm gonna wait on this to load up. Now, I'll say the only drawback with these, and again, this one is not necessarily any fault of his, it's just more of the DAW I'm using. By this being a Reason device and by these being samples that are being used, it will sometimes take a while to load up the patches because Reason still pulls its stuff from the RAM. So all your samples and all that stuff, you get pulled up from the hard drive, but it ultimately gets pulled from the RAM. Why they did that as opposed to doing like what Contact does is beyond me. I'm sure there was a reason for that at one point in time and regarding how they compress their samples. But I really wish they did more of the disk streaming type stuff that Contact does. So if your RAM is limited, it's going to be slow. So yeah, but this is another rompler. This one is dope because it will allow you to put in your own samples if you choose. I have not used it for that, but I may at some point. Let's see. Also, what I like about this particular rack extension is you have different skins that you can pick from. So yeah. And I already got an idea. That's amazing. That's one thing I appreciate. Like I have an idea. I can play certain patches and get an idea. So it's very inspirational. There are a lot of knobs on here, and I'm like, oh man. Again, I'm very much overwhelmed. So I won't be able to go through every feature on this, which kind of makes me sad. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with these, in terms of your LFOs, your vibrato, your envelopes. You have 4 layers to pick from, maybe more. I'm going to leave it as is for right now. Go back. You have a mod matrix. You have your sample slots. And yeah, I like this. This is well thought out. Shout out to DNA Labs for putting this stuff on sale and making good products because it is not easy. And these sound really good. I'll go back to my browser. I wanted to add an LFO to the filter so I could get a rhythm going, almost like a gated feel. I'm not going to do that because that'll take too much time for this video. Let's play Black Nimbus Pad. Angelic Waters. That's that underwater feel. You definitely tell it's filtered. So if you're somebody that wants to make those Drake styled tracks, you can do that with this patch. There we go. Go to some leads. See what we got for Neo lead. Interesting. There's a seventh in there. These sound really good. Yeah, no, I don't have anything negative to say about these plugins at all. For their price point and the sale, if you're using Reason, I'd say get it. And these will work on any version of Reason. So if you have Reason version 10, 11, 12, I'd get them. If you have the light edition, get it. I think these will even work on the promo versions they had out that they were giving away a couple years back in 2020. It was like the really light edition with 8 tracks and whatnot. So yeah, if you got that, you could turn around and buy these, and you got an expansion to your sounds, definitely. There's not a whole lot else I want to add because at this point I'm trying to prevent myself from making tracks, and yeah, I'm not gonna bore y'all with that. But DNA Labs, they got a promotion. There's a couple of other promotions on there from Reason Studios, but I wanted to hone in on these because they sound good. Their price point is ridiculously inexpensive, and you get a ton of value for what you're paying for. So yeah, shout out to DNA Labs. This is not a promotional video. I'm just doing this because I like it. So yeah, I'm Tim Keys. Thank you for watching. I'm finna go make some beats. Peace.